Netflix, Amazon, Spotify, 𝘷𝘩𝘅, PayPal, and many other companies known as digital economy businesses have enjoyed enormous success and huge growth. How have they managed to achieve the market shares they have obtained? The idea is that they are companies that steal. Be clear, they steal. Besides being perfectly legal, I am in favor. I'll explain. Because what they are stealing are customers, and they do it from competing companies. Welcome to the free market. To achieve such success, they have understood something that is taught in the best business schools in the world. It all starts with the concept of the customer value chain, which involves understanding that there are a series of steps that consumers take within the relationship they establish with a company. And that goes beyond the mere transaction or the simple exchange of money for products or services. Let's closely analyze the steps we take as customers in our relationship with a company. We will see that they are essentially evaluation, consideration, purchase, and consumption. Until the advent of the modern internet, about 10 years ago, companies generally offered the 4 steps together by default. However, nowadays, with an internet that has about 5 billion people connected with high-speed phones, many companies in the digital economy have seen an opportunity precisely in breaking the links between these steps using digital technology. They have done this by identifying that there are not 4 major steps, but many more. They have observed that within each of them, customers develop a multitude of activities or sub-steps. The opportunity lies in doing one or more of the activities that the customer needs to perform in order to consume more effectively, offering more value to the customer. In other words, their opportunity lies in breaking the connection of all the steps that other companies have so far offered together. As in most cases where you don't see it, let's explain a concept through an illustration, for instance. Who hasn't gone to a Sephora for makeup? The act of visiting involves doing a lot of activities. You have to go to the store, walk around the aisles, look at the products, touch them, listen to other customers talking about the product, talk to advisors or salespeople, try the product on, have an expert apply the product on you, select the product, buy the product, and receive free samples at the end of the purchase. Wait a moment. Let's take the last step, the one where free samples are given after you have paid. A company called Birchbox has specialized precisely in that, making mini-sized samples of original cosmetic products available to customers. It is a company which sends you samples of the product favorite categories and, if you wish, allows you to purchase the product in its original size. According to data from DMR, 1 million subs, 2.5 M active users. If I get a little more academic, a little more rigorous, trying to conceptualize the underlying idea, what we see is that a company like Birchbox has thoroughly analyzed all the steps a customer takes with a company like Sephora in an integrated manner. From there, the key is that it essentially identifies an opportunity in a step that it can do better and offers only one or a few steps with a superior value proposition, in essence. Only is the keyword. It doesn't intend to do everything. Maybe it can't, or better yet, it probably doesn't want to because it's not interested. It only wants to do one thing, but better than its competitor. Another example of separating steps that Sephora integrates is what Amazon does, allowing you to purchase products with a single click without needing to go to a physical store. In this case, their value is centered on the step in the customer value chain where the product is purchased. Another task that Amazon offers is accessing customer opinions, similar to when you are in a store and hear comments from someone next to you, talking to the salesperson or another person. The important thing is that these companies, Birchbox or Amazon, by breaking the customer value chain, cause the value exchange to occur outside the walls of the French retailer and keep the margin for themselves. In conclusion, there are only 2 ways to win by combining and separating value propositions. Why? Because you and I each have a little capitalist inside us who constantly and meticulously calculates the overall value between the effort we must make and the final result we ultimately obtain. Yes, that's right. And indeed, the The value, my friend, is not equally distributed across each step of the customer value chain. Sometimes we find value in enjoying an integrated Sephora proposal, and other times it lies in breaking it down into different sub-steps and knowing how to do better in some of them. Bird Box in English refers to combining and separating with the words bundling and unbundling. This is how money is made through value propositions. We have created propositions combining more than separating. For the future, prepare firms for a giant wave of unbundling and separations in Cervantine Spanish. More ideas next, don't miss it.